First of all, I wish to acknowledge your courage in taking full responsibility, full legal responsibility to all the victims of war on drugs, both legal and illegal, as you have mentioned, Mr. President.
Hindi ko na kontrolado kasi, ma'am.
And, Mr. President, I wish to manifest that it is my humble opinion that one will not take legal responsibility unless there is no willingness as well to admit being behind all the killing incidents that transpired during the war on drugs. It is therefore the humble submission of this representation, Mr. Chair, that with that statement coming from the former president, he acknowledges that all the killing incidents during the war on drugs spring from his order to kill drug personalities. That is a manifestation, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I understand that the resource speaker, the former president, is a lawyer. Mr. President, may I request that you educate the Filipino people, and I am certain that you understand what conspiracy theory is all about. Please educate us, Mr. President.
I may have some lapses already, but I will give you the definition of a conspiracy to commit a crime when two or more persons decide or discuss to commit a crime and actually do it. More or less ganun ang takbo ng ano.
Di ba hindi ko maramdaman yung ano ngayon eh, yung hangin ngayon eh. Pero kahapon ramdam ko yung hangin ni Panelo na parang ang dating dito na gusto niyang iparating sa atin na or hindi lang sa mga viewers no kundi diyan sa Quadcom na humanda kayo. Pupunta na diyan si Digong. Parang ang dating doon sa mga sinabi niya, umayos kayo kasi ito maangas to. Hindi kayo makakaporma dito. Yun yung hangin ni Panelo kahapon ha. Yun yung hangin. Oh. Pero ang tanong dito, ito, uulit-ulitin ko at hindi ako magsasawa. Bakit parang naging basang sisiw si Digong dito? Diba? Bakit? Hindi na makapagmura. Hindi na makapag-angas. Bakit? Kala ko ba matapang ang inyong tatay? Kala ko ba maninipa? May nasipa na ba? Simula po kanina, ilang oras na itong hearing dito. Wala pa pong nasipa si Digong. Oh. Yung kayabangan kasi. Diba? Oh, nauna yung kayabangan. Oh, sige, tuloy muna natin to.
Thank you, Mr. President. And you will agree with me, Mr. President, that under the conspiracy theory, mayroon pong tatlong klase ng principal. One is principal by inducement. Two is principal by indispensable cooperation. And three, principal by direct participation. Being a long-time prosecutor, Mr. President, can you please enlighten us on this?
Well, one is yung induce. It could be an inducement could be money usually, or inducement by a woman to a man to kill her husband so that they can live forever happily ever after, or a group of persons, a sindikato, lahat what is illegal, gambling, smuggling, these are they are the conspirators of crime.
So you have explained, Mr. President, principal by inducement. It could be money, it could be an order by a person who have influence over another. How about principal by direct participation, Mr. President?
You actually agree with one another to commit the crime and you participate.
Thank you. And how about principal by indispensable cooperation?
Well, in the sense that, for example, if there is no way of traveling from one place to another and you are the only person who can provide the transportation, a vehicle, and that is would be indispensable cooperation. Without the vehicle, you cannot commit the crime.
Thank you, Mr. President, for enlightening us. Going back to your statement that you are taking full legal responsibility to all the victims of war on drugs, both legal and illegal. It is my humble submission, Mr. Chair, that the former president can be considered liable for all these crimes under the theory of conspiracy by being a principal by inducement. I wish to manifest, Mr. Chair, that without the order, without the reward, these police operatives should...
At least si Digong umamin po na may reward system talaga. Ha? Patay ka dyan, Digong. Inamin mo. Pero sila Bongo, dinideny nila. Sila Bato, dinideny nila. Diba? So, may kasinungalingan nga yung mga kampo ni Digong talaga, no? Yan yung problema eh. Wala na. Palagi na lang nadudula si Digong eh. Kaya nabubutasan eh.
should not have resulted to killing a huge number of victims of war on drugs.
Beg to disagree with your premise, ma'am.
I understand, Mr. President, but that is a manifestation.
Yes, but
Thank you,
if
Mr.
police is
President.
supposed to do his duty. He goes to school for 2 years. He received instructions to how to go about his duty, and we have to give the presumption of regularity. That's a principle of law.
Thank you,
Na
Mr. President.
Pag every time na may ginawa kaya in your favor is the principle of regularity
Presumption
in the
of
performance
regularity
of duty.
of performance of official duty, Mr. President. Thank you for your enlightenment. Mr. President, I wish to ask, with all due respect, considering your statement of taking full legal responsibility, both to legal and illegal activities, can
Well-
I equate this statement of yours to an extrajudicial confession of guilt?
Well, in a sense, yes. Wala na akong magawa eh.
Are you saying yes, Mr. President?
Yes, because I ordered the campaign against the drug syndicates. At kung anong ginawa nila, whether illegal or not, it was ako ang nag-utos. In that sense, I take that responsibility of their actions. Wala akong magawa eh. Commander ako, nag-utos ako. Puntahan ninyo yan. Just like a commander, or not a military, police, iutosan mo. Pag may nangyari dyan, magkabulyaso, whether right or wrong, iyo yan. Iyo talaga yan. Kung hindi ka naman bobo na mayor, hindi mo iwanan yung tao na inutusan mo. Unless, yung pumunta doon, inutusan mo mag-operate ng illegal gambling or droga, tapos nag-rape, kung anong ginagawa ng kabalastugan, ako na mismo ang papatay, hindi na kailangan na hintayin mo pa.
Mr. President, earlier, you conformed to my statement that I can equate your statement of taking full legal responsibility as an extrajudicial confession of guilt. You said yes to that.
Yeah,
No, I'm just reiterating the question, Mr. President.
It's not about guilt or a wrong. What I'm saying is that yung lahat ng inutusan ko yung war against drugs, o yung isang platoon dyan o isang batalyon, kung ano yung ginagawa nila, kaya I take full responsibility.
Nag-utos ka, Digong. Eto may naalala ko, may nagpatulpo eh. May nagpatulpo. Pinatulpo po yung mga pulis. Siyempre, kayong nasa taas. Hindi naman po gagalaw yung mga pulis kung walang reward system at kung walang nag-utos. Okay? May naalala ko, nagpatulpo. Siya yung nabuhay doon. Tinukhang sila. Pag sinabi ka tinukhang, katok. Tapos hangyo. Na dadalhin ka doon sa barangay or di kaya police station para doon ka nila kausapin. Kasi nga may record ka sa sa droga-droga na yan. May nagpatulpo. Kasi kinatok daw sila ng mga pulis and then bigla silang pagbukas ng pintuan, bigla silang pinasok at pinagbabaril ng walang kalaban-laban. So yung isa nagpatay-patayan. 'Di ba? Nagpatay-patayan yung isa. Siya yung nabuhay doon at siya yung nagsumbong sa Tulfo at tinataniman pa daw sila ng ng mga pinagbabawal na gamot at mga baril, 'di ba? Para magmukhang nanlaban. At magmukhang may droga talaga, 'di ba? At yun yung i-report nila doon. Ngayon ang tanong dito, bakit nila ginagawa yan? May reward eh. May nag-utos eh. Diba? Wala, durog si Digong dito. Sa totoo lang. Durog na durog ang inyong tatay, Digong. Ngayon, sino yung mananagot niyan? Bawal pong pumatay eh. Wala namang batas na nagsasabing, sige, pag may hawak na droga, kahit walang kalaban-laban, patayin mo. Wala namang ganun eh. Diba? At wala naman tayong death penalty, diba? Oh. Kaya nga may kulungan eh, kasi kung magkasala ka sa bansang ito, kukulong ka. Kakasuhan ka, ikukulong ka. Diba? Ganun yun. Pero, marami ding mga kabataan na namatay na wala naman, di naman gumagamit ng pinagbabawal na gamot. O meron pang 3 years old na pag-usapan sa hearing na to kanina. Na pag-usapan na namatay. Katulad na lang nito. Yung 3 years old na yon. Nag-utos si Digong. Pagpalagay lang natin, sige, pagbigyan natin, nadamay. Asan yung hustisya? Nagkaroon ba ng hustisya yung 3 years old na yon? Wala po. Hanggang ngayon, walang hustisya. Akala ko ba ikaw yung mananagot, Digong? Akala ko ba ikaw yung mananagot? Ha? Ano yun? Diba? Paano na yun? Nagkaroon ba ng hustisya yung yung bata? Sige nga. Tuloy natin.
For that.
Mr. President, you are surrounded by, I believe, 4 lawyers.
Hindi ko na kailangan, ma'am.
Because you are a lawyer yourself.
I can take myself. I can take care of myself.
And of course, you understand the elements of an extrajudicial confession.
Yes.
You confirm that you are of sound mind.
And not only that, body.
Yes.
As well.
You confirm that your statement is voluntary.
Yes.
And of course, you confirm that you understand the consequences of your extrajudicial confession.
Hindi naman ito korte. So,
I understand, Mr. President. That's why we call it extrajudicial confession.
It is not a confession. It is a statement coming from the mouth of a mayor or a president at that time. It is not a confession. You are characterizing. Mali, ma'am. Do not characterize that. Kasi
Mr. President,
policy yan.
Relax. Masyado kang mainitin yung ulo eh. Diba? Wag naman ganun. Masyadong mainitin yung ulo ng tatay nyo. Relax lang. Baka mamaya makontempt ka dahil dyan. Diba? So, wag pa sobra yung nervyos. Yung gigil. Alam ko gusto mo nang magmura pero hindi mo lang magawa.
the only one that is missing among these elements is that it should be in writing.
What?
And my question will you be willing to translate into writing the statement that you earlier said?
Hindi na nga ako marunong, yung pirma ko noon, hindi na nga pirma ko ngayon.
But of course, you have a lawyers to help and assist you prepare this written document.
Hindi ko na kailangan yan. Bakit ko pa writing dito na ngayon? It's documented by the records here. Magtanong na kayo na magtanong. Anong gusto mong tanong yan? Criminal?
Mr. President, I wish to proceed to my
Piko na. Magtanong lang kayo na magtanong daw, sabi ni Digo. Sige.
Next question. Do you know Laod firing range?
Do you know?
Alam niyo po ba yung Laod firing range?
Tinanggalam na.
So, hindi. Do you know?
Nalalaman niyo po ba kung ano o
yan.
saan yung Laod firing range?
Doon ako nagpa-practice magbaril para pumatay ng tao.
Thank you.
Sige. Diin ka na naman dyan. Ang tapang mo talaga, Digong eh. Palagan mo na kaya si Carbonell? Oo.
KO!
Para makita namin kung talaga bang matapang talaga ito hanggang bunganga lang. Alam nyo mga pre, yung masyadong maingay at hindi po nakakabilib yan. Yung nakakakilabot pong kalaban na tao, yung taong tahimik lang. Pero ginagawa niya. Ayun yung delikado. Pero yung mga mayayabang na maiingay, wala yan eh. Ampaw yan eh.
Nagpa-practice po kayong bumalay para pumatay ng tao. And alam nyo din po ba yung Laod Quarry?
Hindi ko na negosyo yan, ma'am. Yung firing range na.
But at least you are aware that Laod firing range is situated in the Laod Quarry, within the premises and compound of Laod Quarry.
Siguro.
Tama po ba yun?
Within the premises of a quarry, there is a firing range.
Do you confirm that, Mr. President?
That should be the question.
Do you know Ben Laod?
Yes. I think so.
Who is Ben Laud?
Si policeman.
He's a policeman.
He owns the land
He owns the land.
where the firing range is located.
And do you remember, Mr. President, that the CHR, during the time of the former chairman, Laila de Lima, investigated and inspected this Laud Quarry, where they were able to discover human bones.
Oo.
Are you aware of that?
Naku po. Kasi ako noon, maliit pa po ako noon maliit pa ako. Grade 3 pa ako noon eh. Siyempre, Davao Oriental kami. Doon kami nakatira. Ang usap-usapan, kasi mayor po si Digong yan, ang usap-usapan dyan ay may mga pinapatay talaga sa Davao. And then, para walang ebidensya, sinachap-chap nila yan. Tama yung sinasabi ni Matubato eh. Tapos, nilalagay nila sa drum, yung mga laman loob, mga katawan na chap-chap. Tapos, sinisemento po nila yan. Hinahalo po nila sa semento. Pag matigas na, dun po hinuhulog yan sa karagatan. Para malinis po ang trabaho at walang ebidensya. Yun yung kwento. Eh ngayon, meron pa palang nilibing dyan. May na-discover palang human bones dyan. Oo, so tingnan natin. Sa lupa ha. Iba kasi yung sinasabi ko sa inyo eh. Yung dagat ito eh. Doon nilalaglag eh. Oh, meron pala sa lupa. Oh, tingnan natin. Pakinggan natin. Panuorin po natin.
Sino ma? Who investigated?
Panahon po ni Chairman Laila de Lima sa
Yeah,
Commission on Human Rights.
Sorry, I do not know her.
Nag-imbestiga po ang CHR.
Diyan pa lang, sinungaling na si Digong eh. Katabi mo lang. Ikaw naman. Tuloy natin.
Tungkol sa extrajudicial killing, kung saan nakadiscovery po ang taga-CHR ng mga buto ng katawan ng tao. Kayo po ba ay aware dito?
I am aware of only one bone. Dala-dala ni... Sino yung sinabi mo?
CHR former chairwoman, Laila de Lima.
It's there. Hindi, isa lang po.
And you are aware also that the former DOJ Secretary, Vitaliano Aguirre, represented Ben Laud in the investigation of the extrajudicial killing?
What do I know about the investigation?
If you are aware, Mr. President.
Yes, Aguirre is my...
Are you associated? Of course, you are associated to Vitaliano Aguirre as a matter of fact.
Is my...
Contemporary.
Sa eskwelahan, no?
And during your time, you appointed him even as the DOJ Secretary. Tama po ba?
Yes, because bright.
During the time, Mr. President, you were the mayor. Tama po? Mayor of Davao City.
No, I cannot appoint a secretary. Hindi ako, mayor lang po, so it has to be
Now, let me rephrase my question, Mr.
somebody
President.
else's job, not mine.
During the time when these extrajudicial killings happened, you were the mayor? Tama po ba yun?
Well, not only during my time as mayor.
Was there any point in time, Mr. President, na pinaimbestigahan niyo po itong mga buto ng tao na nakita sa Laud Quarry?
Dala-dala nga ni sino yun? Hindi yung nag-imbestiga doon.
The CHR.
Wala na. Si Digong parang di na niya alam yung mga sasabihin niya eh. Durog na durog siya eh. Bakit? Ito yung tanong ha. Kung ako yung mayor dyan. Oh, bakit ko papaimbestigahan? Eh ako din yung nagpagawa niyan eh. Kaya hindi niya masagot. Siyempre. Diba? Matik na yan.
Mr. President.
Oh, si CHR.
Kayo po ba'y nagpaimbestiga? Even during your time as mayor or during your time as president, pinaimbestigahan niyo po ba itong mga buto na nakita sa Laud Quarry?
Sige.
Bakit ako mag-imbestiga ng mga buto dyan na maraming buto ng tao?
Bakit nga naman siya mag-imbestiga? Siya din yung nagpagawa niyan eh. Bakit nga naman? Lugar niya yan eh. Sabi ko na sa inyo eh. Sabi ko nga, kung ako yung mayor dyan, bakit? Tapos madiscover niyo yung mga buto-buto dyan, bakit ko papaimbestigahan? Ako din yung nagpagawa. Matik na yan, di ba?
Tao na...
So you did not initiate any investigation?
Of course.
Mr. President, I will proceed to the next question. On December 31, 2004, nag-conduct po ng raid ang PIDEA.
Ayun. Ganyan po si Digong hindi lang piluso po kalutang. Wala, gipit siya dito
11, headed by Superintendent Wilkins Villanueva, joined by some operatives of PIDEA Manila, National Headquarter. 6 po yung Chinese na napatay. But in addition to this Chinese, a certain SPO4, Val Carillo, apprehended Alan C. along with 10 other companions. Based on the affidavit of Mr. Las Cañas, Mr. President, you ordered the killing of Mr. Alan C. along with the 10 other companions.
Nako.
That is not true. That is the job of the police.
Nako, patay si Digong.
Hindi ko trabaho magpatay, ma'am.
There are 2
Hindi mo trabaho magpapatay. Galing mo sa bunganga mo, inutos mo nga. Encourage them to, yung i-encourage mo sila para manlaban. Para lumaban. At patayin nyo. Tapos ngayon, nagdi-deny ka na. Hindi mo ugali mag-utos o magpapatay. Ano ka ba? Yan ba yung tatay nyo? Di na niya alam yung mga pinagsasabi niya? Diba?
important observations in his affidavit, Mr. President. Ang sabi po niya dito, si Alan C. ay nag-offer ng 200 million for the release of the 2 chemists and another 100 million for the remaining 8 personalities. But when he tried to seek your permission, you refused, and you even said, madami kayong intel funds.
Totoo yan. Kung bribery siguro yan. Hindi ko, never in my...
Are you confirming, Mr. President, that during this time, Las Cañas and Sani Buenaventura sought your permission whether to release Alan C. and the 10 others in exchange of the 200 million plus 100 million?
Siyadong malaking pera yan, man. Totoo yan.
You are denying it, Mr. President.
Of course.
But do you confirm that when you refused this offer, you even told Sani Buenaventura and Arturo Las Cañas that you have ample intel funds, so you don't need those bribes, if you call it bribe?
I do not remember making a statement like that. But money for operations against crime, malaki ang funding ng Davao City.
Another important observation, Mr. President, these 11 personalities were asked as to the whereabouts of their passport. Alan C. said that his passport was taken by the operatives, while the 10 others, ang sabi po nila, hawak ng employer nila. And the employer was named as Michael Yang. What can you say about this?
Nothing to do with it. Wala akong pakialam dyan. Hindi ako nakikialam ng mga passport.
Mr. President, to conclude the question about this Dumoy raid, this is the raid of the PIDEA which happened in Davao Shabu Laboratory on December 31, 2004, where 6 Chinese personalities were killed during the raid and 11 others were brought to Laod Quarry, where they were
Problemado na si Digong, oh.
summarily executed and buried upon your order, according to the testimony of Arturo Las Cañas.
Do not believe Arturo Las Cañas.
Let me proceed to
Binubula ko
the
lang yan.
next question, Mr. President. In 1993, Mr. President, binomba po itong St. Peter's Cathedral in Davao City where 7 died. Naalala niyo po ba ito? And according to Arturo Las Cañas,
Mr. Chair, point of order.
What was
I would like to find out
excuse me,
if Attorney Delgra is coaching the President. Because she has been whispering in the ears of the...
Ay! Bakit tinuturuan yan? Wala ba sariling utak yan? Bakit? May demonyo palang bumubulong sa gilid? Naku po. Wait lang huli pala nahuli. May bumubulong sa gilid. Tinuturuan si Digong. Hayaan nyo si Digong. Di ba kayo nakapag-practice?
What to find out?
Attorney Delgra, please refrain from coaching. The President is able to answer all these questions being asked
He's
of him.
advising me.
And
About my
you're
legal
only
rights.
limited to advising the
Legal
your client
rights.
with his rights. Nothing more, nothing less. I
He's a
hope
lawyer.
you follow the rule, Attorney Delgra. Please proceed.
He does not have to coach me. I know how to answer.
Mr.
Wala pala eh. Sabi ni Digong, di ko na kailangan ng lawyer. Ganyan. Tinuturuan pala. Wala pala to. Wala talaga. Wala na yung mga... Kala ko matalino eh. Paano bibilib yung mga tao niyan sa'yo eh? Tinuturuan ka pala. Patay tayo dyan. Oh.
Share, 1993, binomba po ang St. Peter's Cathedral, Davao City, where 7 died. Nalala niyo po ba ito, Mr. President?
Yung simbahan, ma'am?
Opo, St. Peter's Cathedral in Davao
Yes, ma'am.
City. At sangayon po kay Arturo Las Cañas, kayo ay galit na galit sa pangyayaring ito.
Sinong hindi magalit, ma'am?
At dahil po sa inyong mahigpit na galit, ay inorderan niyo po itong sina Las Cañas na bombahin ang mga moske, kasama po ang
Nako.
Hamamara Mosque at Bancorehan Mosque. What can you say about this?
Crazy, ma'am. Do you know that my mother is a Muslim? That's an idiot statement.
In other words, you are denying.
Your mother is a Muslim. Wala namang kunik doon kung yung nanay mo Muslim. 'Di ba? Oo. Eto na lang. 'Di ba sinasabi mo kanina yung lola mo ba yon o lolo ay Chinese? O bakit ngayon yung kapwa mo Chinese nagkakalat ng dumi dito sa Pilipinas? At kaibigan mo pa yung ibang mga Chinese dyan na mga drug lords. O ngayon, kung sasabihin mong your mother is a Muslim, okay, your mother is a Muslim, tapos may tumistigo na binomba mo, pinabomba mo yung moske. Oh, so ibig sabihin wala kang pagmamahal sa kapwa mo, Muslim. Diba? Asan yung pagmamahal mo? Dapat nga, malapit ka sa mga Muslim kasi, syempre, may dugo ka ring Muslim pala eh. Diba? Kasi your mother is a Muslim. Pero, parang dinadown mo yung mga Muslim. Binumba mo pa nga eh. Pinabomba mo. Di umano. Ha? Yan yung sabi dyan sa Quadcom. O, tuloy natin.
Of course.
Mr. President, let me proceed to June Pala. Sino po si June Pala?
Well, he was a broadcaster.
He is a broadcaster who used to criticize you during his programs. Tama po ba?
Everybody. Pati ako, tama yan. Trabaho niya yun.
And according to the testimony of Arturo Las Cañas, you ordered the killing of June Pala.
Niwala kay Las Cañas. Lahat na nandang participation ng crime niya, kanya. There's a pattern, Look at the pattern of the crimes. Kanya lahat ng Do you believe that as a policeman? Would I?
Kanina po, Mr. President, I started my interpellation with acknowledging your courage in taking full legal responsibility to all the victims of war on drugs, and you said both legal and illegal. The reasons why I asked about Laod Quarry, where human bones were found. The reason why I asked about the Dumoy raid, where 11 Chinese personalities were summarily brought and killed to Laod Quarry. The reason about why I asked about the mosque bombing and the killing of June Pala is I wanted to substantiate the courage that I saw on you when you initially expressed taking full legal responsibility to all the victims of war on drugs, both legal and illegal, according to you.
You are substantiate?
Yes, Mr. President.
Where's the proof?
Mr. President, I'm anchoring my questions about the separate incidents from your initial statement that you are taking full legal responsibility
Yes.
to all the victims of war on drugs. You said both legal and illegal.
Yes.
Mr. President, you are a long-time prosecutor, correct?
Correct.
And of course, it is very fundamental upon us, all lawyers, the
Yeah.
requirements of due process.
We are zeroing in on a particular individual now.
Due process is the law which hears before it condemns. Due process is the law which requires notice and hearing.
If you say so.
Mr. President, I hope that we will be reminded that by due process, the end does not justify the means. Kanina po, tinanong din po kayo ni Honorable Brosas about the number of the victims of war on drugs. Tinanong po kayo about statistics, and you lamented na hindi nyo po alam or dala yung records. Now, I want to share to the public the statistics of the victims of war on drugs.
We are...
Mr. President, this is from PIDEA. I think this is a consolidated effort of Karapatan, Global Witness, National Union of Journalists of the Philippines, the Supreme Court,
Ito,
Rappler,
killed under Duterte. 27,000 to 30,000, ha? Yan, no?
and the Philippine Drug and Enforcement Agency. We have 6,252 individuals in police anti-drug operations as of May 2022. 27,000 to 30,000 individuals, including those killed vigilant style. 427 activists, human rights defenders, grassroots organizers as of December 2021. Land and Environment Defenders as of December 2020, 166. Journalists, media workers, as of April 2022, 23 victims.
Galit din si Digong sa mga journalista.
Judges, lawyers, prosecutors, as of December
Grabe.
2021, 66 victims. And mayors, vice mayors, as of December 2021, 28 victims, Mr. President.
Nako, Digong. Tapos gusto mong, ayaw mong mapunta sa, impyerno, gusto mo sa langit. Tingnan mo nga yung mga record, naka-record yan, Paano ka mapupunta sa langit kung ganyan? Yung pinaggagawa mo. Yung nilikha ng Panginoon, ikaw mismo yung kumukuha. Or nag-uutos. Ngayon gusto mong mapunta ka sa sa langit? Kapal naman ang mukha.
Mr. President, my question is, when you implement war on drugs, did you strictly comply with the requirement of due process?
Yes.
Mr. Chair, I will wrap up. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Chair, it is my humble submission that contrary to the answer of the former President, I humbly believe that the former President and his war on drugs never complied with the requirements of due process. The statistics show, Mr. President, the huge number of victims of war on drugs. If my memory serves me right, during the time of Aquino administration, there are like around 200, and during the present administration, there are around like 200 victims as well of war on drugs. Given this statistics, Mr. Chair, this is almost or around 31,000 victims of war on drugs.
Kung ako yung mag-iisip nito, hindi war on drugs yung tawag No? Halimbawa, ako na lang si Digong. Dapat yung tinawag mo pala sa hindi pala war on drugs dapat, Digong. Oo. Alam nyo anong dapat tawag? Protect my drugs. Ganun, para hindi yun naman talaga yung nangyayari Protect my drugs. Hindi war on drugs. Protect my drugs. Kasi gagamitan niya yung salitang galit ako sa droga. I hate drugs. Kaya tingnan nyo, pinagpapatay ko yung gumagamit ng mga maliliit lang na tao. Pero, ang nagsusupply ng droga, kaibigan niya. Hindi niya kayang patayin. Ay kung talagang galit ka sa droga, patayin mo yung sarili mo at yung anak mo. Galit ka sa droga, di ba? Sa mga gumagamit. Galit ka sa, di ba? Protector. Pati mga kaibigan mo, patayin mo yan. Sila Michael Yang. Wag nga kami, Digong. I hate ka pa dyan.
If indeed they follow the requirement of due process, wala po dapat ganito karaming patay. At ang dapat, maraming kaso na pending in court. I hope all of us will be reminded by the fundamental law that no person should be deprived of life, liberty, and property without due process of law. By Mr. President's own admission of his accountability, both to legal and illegal actions of the police, it is the humble submission of this representation, Mr. Chair, that the Quadcom is ready to make a recommendation for the filing of the necessary action in court. That is a violation of the law, RA 9851, Act defining and penalizing crimes against international humanitarian law, or at the very least, the murder cases as defined under the revised penal code. To finally conclude, Mr. Chair, last series of questions to Mr. President, again to substantiate the courage that he was able to show during the initial part of this hearing. Mr. President, in the past hearing of Quadcom, may 3 Chinese drug lords na napatay sa Davao Penal Colony. Are you willing to take accountability and responsibility also for this?
Wala na ako niyan, ma'am. Nandito na ako sa Manila.
So, you're saying no?
Well, kung gusto mo isali yan, idagdag mo na, okay lang.
How about the death of General Barayuga, the PSCSO Secretary? Are you willing to take full legal responsibility for this?
I do not kill generals.
The death of Mayor Aldong Parohinog and the 15 others in Osamis City, are you taking full responsibility on this?
Hindi ako nagpapatay ng mga mayor, ma'am.
The death of Mayor Espinosa of...
Alam mo, lahat ng sinasabi ni Digong dyan, baliktarin nyo lang. Yun po yung totoo dyan. Sino, eto na lang. Sino ba naman tanga yung aamin na pinatay mo yan? nakatutok yung mga camera dyan eh. Natural, i-deny mo yan. Diba? Matik yan.
Of Albuera Leyte, are you taking full responsibility on this?
Hindi ko, ma'am. That's my birthplace.
The death of Tony Halili in Tanawan City.
Malayo yan sa akin, ma'am.
The death of Mayor Perez of Los Baños.
Lalo na.
Ibalik ko po dun sa una yung sinabi. If you are denying all this, alin po yung tinutukoy nyo when you said you are taking full legal responsibility to all the victims of war on drugs,
Na.
both legal and illegal?
Ano?
Yes.
Ano? Sabi-sabi lang. Ah.
Kasi order ko kasi yung, that was my campaign against drug. Na yung, alam mo, maraming istasyon, maraming pulis. Kung nagkaletse-letse doon, hindi ka maghugas ng kamay. Dapat sabihin mo, akin dyan, kasi of course nagkamali sila. Now, if there is an appropriate action na gusto ninyong ilabas, then file the case in court. Wala namang pigil. Matagal na yan yung sabi extrajudicial killing. I am challenging anybody or everybody who makes the accusation, whether it is really true or not, it may be true, file the case in court because may korte tayo.
Darating naman sa puntong ipa-file talaga yung digong. Kaya nga lang, eto sa tingin ko, tuloy-tuloy na to eh kasi may hearing na dyan sa ano, nakapagsalita ka na dyan sa ano, sa Senado. Dito ngayon sa Quadcom, nakapagsalita ka na rin. So, I think wala nang dahilan pa para mag-hearing. Dapat last na to eh. Diba? Oo, tama, si Digong, i-file na talaga. Mag-file na kayo. Oo. Huwag ka lang magtatago, Digong ha. Ganyan din yung sinabi ni... Ito ha, malipat lang natin kay Kibuloy kaunti ha. Yung kayabangan din ni Kibuloy noon. Sabi niya, dalhin nyo sa korte. Dinala nga sa korte. Nalabasan si Kibuloy ng warrant of arrest. Sa Pasig. Biglang nagtago si Kibuloy. Mayabang yun ha. Ganon din ngayon si Digong. Mag-file kayo, idaan nyo sa korte. Baka mamaya pag gayahin mo si Kibuloy. Kasi pag tatak Duterte talaga, ganon talaga yung gawain eh. Matapang ngayon, bukas, tago.
KO! And even if I will admit na totoo yan, you have to go to court because I will make the admission there again.
Are you saying, Mr. President, that when you go to court, you're willing to admit also your accountability for all the deaths during the war on drugs?
Ay, of course, may abogado man ako, ma'am. Kung anong sabihin ng abogado ko, susunod ako.
I hope that everything that you said before the Quad can be reduced in writing so that truly we can believe that you're taking full legal responsibility to all the victims of war on drugs, both legal and illegal, because as lawyers we believe that by extrajudicial confession, we have to put that in writing, Mr. President.
Totoo yan, ma'am. I order the campaign against drugs. Hindi ako it's a policy of government or of the president. Hindi ako maghugas ng kamay. Hindi ako magsabi, hindi, kasi yung department, hindi, akin yun.
Mr. President, last question. If one of these days the ICC will come,
Nako.
will you voluntarily submit yourself?
Sipain ko pa sila, ma'am.
Yabang! Hindi mo nga masipa yung nandyan ngayon. Yung pinagbantaan mong sisipain mo, Digong. Ha? Digong! Sisipain mo yung ICC. Sabi mo noon, bibitay mo sa puno ng akasya. Yung ICC, ngayon sisipain mo na. Yung congressman nga dyan, di mo masipa. ICC pa kaya? Bakit? Kabayo ka ba? Hindi ka nga makatayo ng maayos. Maninipa ka pa. Ha? Bakit ganun, Digong? Inaasar talaga ni Luis Trusi, si Digong ba? Huwag naman ganun. Inaasar niyo si Digonggong eh. Digonggong. Digong. Ayan tuloy. Uminit yung dugo. Nabuisit. Maninipa na tuloy. Sige, tuloy natin.
But you said a while ago that if somebody will sponsor your fare to the ICC, you will voluntarily submit yourself to their investigation and jurisdiction.
Yes. Pero kung sila magpunta dito, sipain ko.
But will you confirm that you are willing to submit voluntarily yourself to ICC?
Punta ako doon, sipain ko rin sila. Same.
I have nothing further, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Congresswoman.
Yun yung kayabangan ni Digong ha. Yun po yung kayabangan ni Digong. Puro sipa. Yan na lang kasi yung kaya niya, yung matapang na lang po sa kanya, bunganga na lang po, wala na sa gawa. Kasi kailangan niya magpabilib eh. Magpabida na, ito, maangas pa rin ako hanggang ngayon eh. Bago mo sipain yung ICC at yung nandyan, kasahan mo muna yung mga kongresista dyan na sinasabihan mong sisipain mo. Diba? Tigong naman. Kakahiya ka naman. Ito yung matindi, ito yung mas nakakahiya. Noong presidente ka, maangas ka. Ngayon, ikaw na yung iniimbestigahan ng mas mga bata pa sa'yo. Nakakahiya yun. Diba? Well, good luck sa'yo, Digong. Ginawa mo naman yan, panindigan mo. So, yan lang po yung ating video ngayon, mga pre. Abangan nyo po mamaya, may upload po tayo. At meron po tayong Facebook page dito. Ayan, pwede nyo pong bisitahin. Follow na po ang ating Facebook page. Maraming salamat sa mga nag-share ng ating video ngayon. Nag-like ng ating video. Sa mga bago po nating subscriber dyan, maraming salamat po. So, ayan guys, hanggang dito lang po yung ating video ngayon. Ingat po. And kita-kits po ulit mamaya. Babush!